All right, all right, all right, all right. What's going on, y'all? This is MrLetGo, and this is going to be a very interesting show because it is needed. It is very, very, very much needed. So say what's up in the chat. I'll shout you out. Hit the like button. And today we're going to talk about how to protect women. Now, I know a lot of guys on YouTube don't give a they don't care nothing about no woman. It's sad. These dudes on YouTube are pathetic. But for those who want to learn, or for the women who are here to get an understanding of the importance of it, I'm here for y'all. Because all folks on YouTube want to talk about is why women are not submissive and why are women this and why are women that. And it's sad and it's disgusting. But I want to help people, women and men, learn how to operate together and cohabitate together. But that is never going to happen if men don't know how to protect women. So hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. And I think it's really sad. I think it's really sad how many women out here who don't feel protected and how many men out here don't know how to protect a woman. So let's do this. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a woman and you don't feel protected. And also to the men, put a 1 in the chat if you don't feel like it's your obligation to protect every woman. And let's start from there. Because this is the number one thing that will actually fix our problem. This is the number one thing that's the underlying problem. You know, single motherhood and just all this other stuff, money, you know, men ain't making enough money or women are independent. All that other stuff is there. But the biggest problem, in my opinion, is women not feeling protected by men and men not knowing how to protect women or not wanting to protect women. And I think if men were to just overall protect women more often, like it's just second nature to them, women will actually start changing also. Just my opinion. So we're going to start off playing this video. Ayanla with, I forgot who this woman's name is, but we're going to talk about this. But listen to what she says. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button.
When I think of a masculine, I'll just speak for myself vulnerably. When I think of a masculine posture and what I would expect a man to do in my life, 2 things come top of mind, and they are provide and they are protect. And when my lived experience, and I think I'm still relatively young, I guess, but I'm 40 in September. So, you know, I've had some relationships, and I've yet to find a man who has shown, I mean, this includes even my father who was absent. I've yet to have a male energy that provided or protected me consistently ever. So I think that I have taken on the reins to protect and provide for myself, because what I'm not going to do, Ayanla, is be without. Baby, it's not happening.
Be without what?
So that
Be without
protection, be without protection, and be without the necessities of life.
So be without protection and be without the necessities of life. And one of the problems that Ebony, that's what her name is. Thank you, Dana. One of the problems that Ebony seems to have is she doesn't know how to delineate protection and provision. And Ebony, in particular, is a lawyer, if I'm not mistaken. Ebony is a lawyer. And of course, lawyers make good money, right? Everybody take a second to hit the like button. Take a second to hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button, 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 hit the like button. So Ebony is a lawyer. And Ebony, of course, has the propensity to, most likely pay for stuff or provide for herself. So a man can easily look at a woman like Ebony, even her demeanor, and say, well, she doesn't need me. She doesn't need my protection. She doesn't need my provision. What do I do with this type of woman? So I'm just going to say it like this. Ebony says she's 40, right? She's about to be 40. And she said she's never in her life dated a man or been around a man that made her feel safe. I want that to seep in your head for a second. I want y'all to think about that for a second. She's 40 years old or about to be 40 years old, and she's never met a man that is protective or has the ability to protect her or want to protect her. Hit the like button, y'all. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I don't know why I got to keep telling y'all to hit the like button, but hit the like button. Y'all are not hitting the like button. Hit the like button. And I think that's kind of sad. It's life. But how do you get here? How does a woman end up being 40 years old and never feel the protection of a man? Can anybody explain that? Women don't know what the feeling is. They're contradicting. What? How is it? How? She broke up with her fiance because Jordan happened in 2 weeks and he wanted to spend time with his kids. And what that mean? What? I'm trying to ask a question because y'all give me all this random stuff. So I'm gonna ask the question again. How is it that a woman can go through 40, well, let's just say 30, 25 years of her life, and she's never felt the protection of a man before? Why is that? Because that's a long time. If you're 30, that's one thing, but you're 40, that's another thing. It's kind of crazy. But is it our reality? Hold on, let me write this. So if I was to talk to men and I was to bring up the protect all women thought process, you already know what men are going to say. Man, I'm not protecting these women because they are ungrateful, or they're this, or they're that, they're da 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 da, right? And I can understand that. But these are two sides of the coin. You have men that are reluctant to protect you, but then you have women who don't even know what they need from a man. And one of the words is protection. They ain't going to say it. Protect me. How can you protect? They're not going to say that. It's not going to come up. And then there's a third thing that have a lot to do with women also. Most men were raised by women. Most men were raised by women. So if most men were raised by women, how can you expect a man to protect a woman when the woman that raised him didn't teach him? So there lies a bigger issue right there, because that's a bigger issue. All right. So the reason why I'm here and the reason why I'm doing this show is because last night I have a coaching group for women, for those who don't know. And we were discussing something, and then it turned into this conversation about dating and things like that, right? And we started going down a rabbit hole about protecting women. And of course, the first thing they said, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them said, men aren't protective of women. Men aren't protective of women. So you have women, everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Hit the like button. Hit the likes. Hit the likes. Hit the likes. Hit the like. Hit the likes. 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 Hit the like button. They like, all right, they're out here in this world and there are no men that are literally protective of them. And they just like, where do you find these men? Well, I always tell women, and what I told the women last night on the show, I mean, not show, in the class, is you have to ask certain questions before you even go out on a date with a man. Because one of the biggest problems that I see with women is they go out on a date with a man within minutes of knowing them. Y'all meet on Tinder or y'all meet out somewhere or whatever. Y'all exchange numbers and y'all just start texting or whatever. And you be like, what you doing tomorrow? Let's go out to eat. Hey, let me take you out. I want to take you out. I want to take you out. I want to take you out. And next thing you know, you go out with the guy and you're not paying attention to nothing because you like him, he likes you, and y'all just go out and then he likes you and you like him. And next thing you know, y'all start having sex and then y'all together. Or you got a baby or whatever. So there's no mode of operation and there's no system or there's no approach. There's no belief in it. Let's start with the word belief. Let's start with the word belief. And I want to do this early. I'm going to drop the link if anybody wants to come up and either ask a question, have a conversation, men or women. So I'm going to drop the link for anybody to come up. If anybody wants to know why are men not protective, if any men want to know why do women want us to protect them and we don't know them, like however you want to look at it. If you have any question about men and women protecting, the men protecting women, just come up because I just want to have a conversation with y'all about this because this is important. Because if we don't get past this, we're not going to be able to do anything as a community. So, chivalry. Let's talk about chivalry for a second. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Chivalry in particular is totally different than protection. I, in particular, am not chivalrous. I don't give a damn about all this chivalry stuff. I don't care. My job, just me, my job is to make sure the woman that is with me makes it home safely to her mama and her daddy. That's it. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care if you like me, don't like me. I don't give a damn. If you are around me, I am responsible for you. That's the first thing. See, that is approach. I'll say that again. That is approach. Approach. That is how I approach a situation. I got to make sure this woman or these women are going to make it home safely after I leave them. So that's the first thing. Approach. I approach women with a protective nature. And when you come in my area, I am now to a certain degree responsible for you. So to me, chivalry It's about being a gentleman, being nice. I don't care about it. So it's different to me. It might be the same to you, but it's different to me. I don't care about all this stuff. I'm not holding no damn car door for you. I'm not doing all this stupid shit. Why? What? Open your own damn car door. I'm not doing all that. So going back to the conversation we had last night and chivalry and protection. My job is to protect the woman that is around me. So to me, it's a job, is a responsibility. And remember, for any men watching, this is my approach. Keep that in mind. This is how I approach a woman. Because some men may turn around and say, well, how do I know a woman wants me to protect her? Well, it has nothing to do with what she wants. I always say, nobody gives a damn about what women want. I don't care. I don't care nothing about what a woman wants. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care about what women want. The reason why is women don't know what the hell they want. Worrying about what a woman wants, you're going to have all kinds of problems. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for all that shit. You're going to sit down, you're going to be quiet, or you can go be with somebody else. All right. So the reason why a woman has to sit down and be quiet in my presence is so I can protect her. See, it's not a Neanderthal, you do what I say because I'm a man type of thing. It's you sit down and be quiet because I need to protect you properly. You sit down and be quiet so I can protect you. So it's not anything where I need dominance. I need responsibility. I need compliance. See, I don't dominate a woman. I require compliance from a woman. I'll say that again because it's very important. Guys, your job is to require compliance from a woman, not submission. It's a difference. You know, because all these YouTube dudes are running around talking about a woman needs to be submissive. No. That's when she's your lady, when she's your wife, all the other stuff. No. You do not submit to a man that you barely know, but you do comply to a man. It's like a police officer. You pull over, he asks you to get out of the car, you comply. It don't make no difference what you want to do. You get your ass out of the car. That's it. Because don't nobody have time to be arguing with you because, like, I'm not a police officer, but talking to police officers, the first thing they're going to say is they have to know where your hands are, and they need to know, you know, certain things that they need to know so they can be safe. So one of the reasons why I am protective is so I can be protective of myself. So to a certain degree, we become one when you're around me because I'm protecting myself. So you come, because it goes back to chivalry, right? I'm not chivalrous. I'm not taking you out to no nice ass restaurant because you want to go to a nice ass restaurant. No, we're going to a nice restaurant because I want to go to the nice restaurant and you can accompany me to the nice restaurant. I'm not taking you no damn where. We are just going because we are both hungry. So it goes back to the chivalrous stuff and why I'm not chivalrous. I am protective of myself. Okay, I am aware of my own surroundings. So when you come in my environment, you are now a part of my environment that I am now protecting. So you are like a part of my body when you're around me. And just like my body complies to everything my brain is doing, you have to comply to everything my brain is doing also, because now you are now a part of me. And if you don't like it, you can go be around somebody else. So I don't require submission because I don't know you. You don't know me. Can't be running around submitting to different dudes. But you are required to comply. So when I'm out just by myself, I'm scanning the world. I'm protecting myself. So when you're with me, I'm scanning the world. I'm protecting both of us. So it's not me protecting you. It's me protecting both of us. So I was out, and I was with a woman and her sister at one time, right? And her sister was out with all of us. We all hanging out, right? The woman that I had with me, I was responsible for. But because she had her sister out here with us, her sister now is my responsibility. So we over here at like, we went into a very busy bar, right? Like so busy where it's like just hordes of people everywhere, right? And you kind of like got to grab the person's hand and you got to lead them to, to where y'all going, just walking through the crowd and stuff, right? So the woman that I'm with, she's right up under me. She's sitting in a stool and I'm standing over her, protecting her, right? So we good. But her sister's over there. Well, guess what? I'm like this and I see her sister. So as long as I got my eye on her sister, we good, right? So we leave the bar. Everybody hit the like button. 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 We leave the bar, and we all are walking down the street. The woman that I'm with knows to walk on the inside of me, but the sister doesn't. So she's like all willy-nilly. So I reach around the woman. Well, not, she's over here. So I reach ahead and just grab her jacket and pull her over this way. She's like, oh, okay. And now her and her sister are walking in front of each other and I'm on the outside of both of them. That's simply like what my level of protection is. So if you're with me and the sister is with me, I'm protecting both women. They both are on my protection. And they got both sit down, be quiet, do what I tell them to do, and and everything works. So that is what protection looks for me. And so that is not chivalry, that is protection. Because I'm not chivalrous to the sister. I'm not messing with the sister. I don't know the sister. She's just with us, right? But I got to make sure the sister is okay, because if the sister ain't okay, the woman that I'm with ain't okay, right? Simple. So I got to make sure they both make it home to their dad or their mom, simply, because they're around me. Now, ignorant, toxic, dysfunctional women will look at this as being controlling. Any woman that looks at this as being controlling is ignorant, toxic, and dysfunctional, and most likely did not grow up under a father. Because not only are most Black men being raised by dysfunctional women, mothers, single mothers, and no dad, these goofy women are also raised by women also. So a lot of you ladies are dysfunctional and ignorant, just like the men are. So my whole way of thinking is, if I'm out with a woman, say in this example with the woman that I'm with and her sister, imagine if the sister would have been like, what? Why are you grabbing me? I'm like, get over here. Because I'm not going to argue with you. Get over here. Right? She would be like, you're controlling. I'd be like, hold on. I'll literally pull out my phone and call her Uber. Where's she going? I'm going to call her Uber. Put the address in my phone, and I'm going to send this bitch home. Just like that. I'm not arguing with nobody. What's going on? I'm literally going to pull out my phone because she's with us. I'm literally going to pull out my phone, hit the Uber or the Lyft app, hand it to her sister and say, get her out of here. Period. Period. Get her ass out of here. Send her home. And if she doesn't send her home, I'm sending both of them home immediately. I don't have time for this. I'm not arguing with nobody. Period. Get her ass out of here. Because I treat protection seriously. When I'm out in this world, I'm out in these streets, anything can happen. I see stuff happen on a normal basis. We all got Instagram. All kinds of crazy stuff happen on Instagram. You be scrolling. Next thing you know, something crazy shows up. You're like, oh, crap. And it be your own city. Or it was a city that you was just in. You're like, yo, this is crazy. So with all that being said, it ain't going to happen to me. And it ain't going to happen with no woman I'm with. So if a woman is not compliant, you get her ass out of there immediately. Pull out the Uber app, hand it to her, put your address in, and get your ass out of here. Straight up, period. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. So let's go back to this video again. And some people didn't see it. And let's talk about it.
I'll just speak for myself vulnerably. When I think of a masculine posture and what I would expect a man to do in my life, two things come top of mind, and they are provide and they are protect. And when my lived experience, and I think I'm still relatively young, I guess, but I'm 40 in September. So, you know, I've had some relationships, and I've yet to find a man who has shown up, and this includes even my father, who was absent. I've yet to have a male energy that provided or protected me consistently ever. So I think that I have taken on the reins to protect and provide for myself, because what I'm not going to do, Ayanla, is be without. Baby, it's not happening.
Be without what?
So that
Be without
protection, and be without the necessities of life.
So, Ebony is a liar, and she doesn't have a lot of sense when it comes to life. Because if you say you've dealt with different guys and you're almost 40, but you turn around and fix your mouth and say, I'm not going to do without. Well, you wouldn't be dating these men. Because how have you been dating all of these men and none of them have ever protected you? That means you have no standards, lady, and you're a liar. Come on, baby, I'm not going to go without. You have been without. Every single thing she said was her being without. Let's start over. Everything she said was her being without. Listen.
I'll just speak for myself vulnerably. When I think of a masculine posture, they are protect. And when
y'all, I think
I'll just speak for myself.
Hold on. What is going on with my freaking? Hold on. Give me a second. Let me see what's going on. Okay, here we go. All right, so here we go.
I'll just speak for myself vulnerably. When I think of a masculine posture and what I would expect a man to do in my life, two things come top of mind, and they are provide and they are protect. And when my lived experience, and I think I'm still relative.
So now listen to how she starts stuttering when she talks about her lived experience.
Relatively young, I guess, but I'm 40 in September. So, you know, I've had some relationships, and I've
listen to
lived experience, and I think I'm still relatively young, I guess, but I'm 40 in September. So, I've had some relationships. And
so y'all hear that, right? That's how you can tell she's lying.
I've yet to find a man who has shown up, and this includes even my father, who was absent. I've yet to have a male energy that provided or protected me consistently ever. So I think that
So now she admitted that she has never been around a man that has consistently protected her. Then at the end, she lies and says this.
Baby, it's not happening.
Be without what?
So that's what I'm not going to do, Ayanla, is be without.
You are without, ma'am. But this is the problem with women. You are without. You are without. You have never been with. Your words, lady, Ebony, whatever your name is. You are without. You are without. And what this is telling me is women don't understand what protection ever even looks like. Because you turn around and say one thing, and then you turn around and say something totally opposite. You think a man is going to put up with that? You've never had a protective man in your life, but you say, baby, I'm never going to go without. You are without. See, women, ladies, you cannot protect yourself. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. I'll say it again. You cannot protect yourself. You are a woman. You cannot protect yourself. You are a woman. Hold on. What's going on, man? You there? I'm there. What are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? I think.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Gotta do one thing. Hold on, y'all. Let me connect this real quick. Hold on. Okay. Say something now.
You can hear me now?
Yes. Okay.
What do you mean that she's lying because she's stuttering?
Just like I said, she's lying because she's stuttering. She literally said.
That doesn't mean she's lying.
Okay.
You know, some people do have speech impediment.
Ma'am.
Don't ma'am me, sir.
I can do what I want to do, ma'am. So.
And I can do what I want. How are you going to say the woman is lying? You don't even know her. You know, she could have had a speech impediment. People do stutter, and it has nothing to do with lying.
I'm gonna get rid of you. Can you
calm down or what? More chance, sir. You can't even keep your own woman, and you on here talking about what the other people should do to keep a woman. How dare you?
What is? See,
you can't keep a woman. You can't keep a job. You make less than $5,000 on this fucking thing, but you always up here talking about somebody else. How about you fix your life? Fix your life. Right. Fix.
There we go. Got our ass out of here. Dumb broad. So that is one issue that women have. That is one issue right there. That's one issue right there, just in itself. Our women are so dysfunctional, and I said that earlier. Our women are so dysfunctional where a lot of them don't deserve protection. A lot of them don't deserve protection. A lot of you ladies don't deserve protection. Like, who's stupid enough to protect you? Like, who's stupid enough to protect some of y'all? Because like I said, if I'm in an environment with a woman and her sister, like I was saying earlier, and either the woman or the sister does not comply to my system of protection, I'm getting her the hell out of here instantly. Right? Just like this woman. Hey, you want to be argumentative? You want to debate? Cool, we can do it. But you want to calm down. Sit down somewhere and we can have a conversation. If you don't like something I said, cool. You're going to sit down first and we can have a conversation. Right? But the bottom line is this. A man cannot protect a disruptive, dysfunctional, delusional woman. Lance said they will get you killed. Exactly. They will get you killed. Dysfunctional women will get you killed, guys. So, oh yeah, somebody says her voice sounds unattractive. You know, she most likely is fat. And usually it's the fat women who have the problem with protection because they're usually bigger than the man that she's dating. And usually, you know, bigger women don't usually have the issue with being protected because one, nobody wants them because they fat. And then two, she can probably fight a man because she has these big fists and big hands and stuff. So that woman most likely is up north, is fat, overweight, and is used to, arguing and fighting with men. That reminds me of Jada Pinkett not protecting Will Smith. That's a great point, Brittany. I agree with you on that. So let's go down this rabbit hole. Like I said, protection, men to the men and women, protection is not about chivalry. Protection is not about trying to make you like me. My job is I'm protecting myself. And when you come in my environment, I'm just now protecting you too. So you're just in my sphere of protection simply because you're around me. Because I have women that are in my coaching group. They've been around me and we're not dating. They're just in my coaching group. But when when I do an event, I have the ability to protect 40, 50 women at one time. And that's what maybe, I don't know. I don't know if other men can do this because I don't want to say that I'm better or not, because I'm not. I'm just a normal person. But all the way just to the making sure everybody's seated, making sure everybody's okay, making sure everybody get their food, making sure everybody makes it to their car when they leave out, make sure everybody's makes it home. There's a lot of different aspects about protection, and it's not about standing somewhere, stick your chest out and, hey, don't do this, don't do that. No, it's not about that. It's just about making sure that the women that I'm around are okay. Damn, hold on. Where is that video? Hold on. I just thought about something. Let me see if I can find this video, and I'm gonna show y'all what protection actually looks like. All right, here we go. Hold on one second, y'all. I want to show y'all what protection actually looks like. But as I look for this, what does protection look like to you as a man or a woman? What does protection look like to you? So let me see if I can download it real quick. Hold on a second. Did it download? Yes. Cool. Download it pretty quick. All right. Downloading that. Then I'm gonna send it to my computer. Y'all be able to watch it. So now this, what I'm about to show you now, is a friend of mine. We never slept together. She actually had a boyfriend with, like, it's not about me protecting women that I'm dating. It's me protecting women that I'm around. Like I told you, I protect women in my coaching group when they come to see me or come into my shows. It's just protection. All right, here we go. Hold on. One, why is it protected? Is it their attitudes, or is it that men are inept and feminine or effeminate? What do y'all think? Is it the women's fault that women aren't being protected? Fault that women aren't being protected properly? Let me know. Let me know. Is it the men's fault that women aren't being protected properly, or is it the women's fault that women aren't being protected properly? Somebody says, I'm married and my resources are for my wife. I'm glad you said that. Let me play this video, because that literally details what she says. Listen to this.
That men aren't.
Listen to this. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button.
So I've been hearing a lot of talk that men aren't protecting women anymore. And that's because men aren't supposed to. A man is supposed to protect a woman. Now, if you want to be strong and independent and not have a husband there and have a man's protection, be under a man's covering, that is your problem. My husband signed up to protect me, not you. He signed up to protect me and the children. He is not jumping in front of a bullet. He is not putting himself in danger to make sure you are okay, so he could possibly lose his life and leave me alone with the kids. That would never occur to him. So I'm sorry. Why don't you pick a husband, get the protection you feel you deserve so badly, and solve your own problem? Because it's not my husband's.
All right, so this is another, check this video out real quick, y'all.
The biz building, where Aaron Mallory is in the biz building. I missed you the other night, and I'm going to tell you why. Can I tell him why really quickly? So I was leaving an event in the dark, and nobody walked me to my car. And I said, if Aaron were here, you would definitely have made sure I got to my car. I was in a room full of men. David wasn't here. He was somewhere else. He didn't know I was leaving. I was in a room full of men leaving here around 10 o'clock at night, maybe. Not one person walked me to my vehicle. Before they be like, oh, she thinks somebody told to walk her to her car. It's not that. It's just that Aaron is so over the top with protecting Black women, women, period, that it was a void. Like, this was my first time ever leaving a major event here and had nobody to walk me to my car.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Shout out to Wall Street Trapper too, because he does the same thing. But Aaron, you are the man.
And this isn't meant to just, pat myself on the back, but women that I'm not sleeping with, women that I'm just cool with, think the same way of me that women that think of me that I do sleep with. It's just women, period. Because I think men turn around and say, just like the woman says, get your own man and you'll have a protector. Understood. I can understand that. I do understand that. But altogether, if a woman is in my vicinity, she is now my responsibility. That's really it. If she's with me, not just standing somewhere, but when she's with me. So shout out to Bruiser. Bruiser said it's a bit of both people's fault. Dana says shared responsibility. You have to be open to receiving the protection. I totally agree. I totally agree. All right. So Emily, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How are you?
Hi, good. Thank you for allowing me in your live.
Oh, no problem.
I hope I don't get dragged in the comments, but I do agree that I feel that men inherently want to protect. I think it's kind of just part of nature.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do find that a lot of women destroy things with their mouth.
Yeah.
Literally just the other day, I was shopping like normal, and a man had approached me. And I had told him that I'm with somebody, happily with somebody. And he tried to say under his breath, but loud enough, calling me a bitch. And I was like, I couldn't believe it, because that usually just doesn't happen. And there was a gentleman standing in the aisle with me. He was like, whoa, hang on. He goes, look, dude, you have to back off. He was just like, she simply said, she's with somebody, don't do that. And that's all he said. There was no fight. There was no major chaos, but he immediately protected me. And I had previously spoke to him, going down the aisle, when you're passing somebody, you kind of do the nod, the smile, and stuff like that. So I think men there's a possibility, I don't know, they will tend to see the women that, I don't know if it's need protection, or they see that the behavior of the woman is receptive to it.
Yes.
But bottom line, I think at some point in our lives, as we're either with people or in different situations, our mouths and behavior tend to make men back off and not want to protect us.
I agree. I totally agree with that. But
so that was.
But there's another side of it, though. Just like that one man who, called you a B. Why do you think he responded like that?
Simply because he's crazy. That's the only thing that
Or he was raised by a woman.
Oh.
Because I want you to think about something you just said. I want you to think about something you just said. A huge amount of black men respond like women. A huge amount of black men, the reason why they aren't protective is because they are women themselves. A huge amount of black men are women. They just don't have uteruses. They respond, they react, they deal with conflict, they argue, they fuss, they ridicule like women. So when that man tried to holler at you and you said, I'm with somebody, he called you a bitch. Isn't that the same type of thing that you just said? You said women are venomous with their mouths. Wasn't he, as a man, venomous with his mouth? Destructive with
absolutely.
his mouth?
Absolutely. And usually, I'm not sure about other women, but usually I can tell the men that have been raised by single mothers. They're usually, I don't know if the word's detached or unhinged. There's usually chaos going on. Because I do feel that men, like fathers, provide the emotional stability. They provide the discipline in a home. They provide the stability. For instance, I grew up with my father in the home. I grew up in I'm kind of older. So I grew up in a strict household, my, all American family. My mom, was a stay-at-home mom. My dad worked, that kind of traditional thing back in the day. And however, the household was very strict. We were not going to even think or blink twice about running off at the mouth, or we had to learn how to control our emotions. If we were mad about something, we went in that room and talked in that pillow. We didn't pop off to parents.
Right.
And so I do, and I know we tried my mom a little bit more. However, she had back in the day, they used to, wait till your father comes home kind of thing. And it was said for a reason, because dad provided the structure of, okay, we are not about to try mom because dad said so. I don't know why that is.
Said so. Right.
I don't know why that is, but It just was that way.
Yes.
And so without that father in the home, I do believe children are a little bit more erratic. I know the single moms might drag me, but it really is just true.
Wait. Just a thought, because, you know, I just want to share this with you. Nobody gives a damn about what single moms think. Like, say it with your chest. Like, too many women are afraid of other women. I want y'all to think about that. See, the biggest enemy to the black woman is black women. So who do you think would roast you in the comments? Black women, right? So with that being said, you got to just keep in mind that you can't be worried about what black women are going to say or do to you. You got to say it.
That's true. I definitely stand 10 toes down of what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's just, I'm kind of a nobody. So it's not like anybody would follow what I'm saying or anything like that. It's, you know, it's merely my opinion, but yes, I'm not changing or wavering on my opinion at all.
Thank you.
It really is a problem.
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah.
and even if something does happen to the father where he's deceased or something like that, I think it's imperative that the mom's goal should be to find a replacement.
Yes.
So they have a male figure in the home, whether it's a boy child or a girl child.
Yes.
Male and female children both need that father in that home to help control behavior and provide confidence.
I agree.
Those are the two things that I believe fathers can instill in children, which is lacking today. That's why we see a lot of unhinged
men
characters.
and women. Yeah, so
Men
men
and
and women are unhinged because, like I said, the majority of all of us were raised by women. And I've said this plenty of times, single mothers are the worst parents on the entire planet. Next to, and this is statistically speaking, next to fathers, two-parent households, and gay parents. So single mothers are the absolute worst parents that you can ever have in life. So if you or anybody watching grew up with a single mother, I'm sorry, because you went through hell, whether you're a woman or a male. And the reason why you probably, just talking to the audience, have emotional problems or trauma problems, or you feel like you need therapy, or you can't control your emotions, you can't get along with the opposite sex, you're combative, you're disruptive, it comes from your dysfunctional mother. Every woman needs a man. And if you are a woman and you ain't got no man, you got problems. And that is the number one problem that you got to fix. Well, you got to get therapy in order to attract a woman. I mean, in order to attract a man. If you're fat, you got to go to the gym and change your eating habits in order to attract the man. But once you attract the man, if you have all these emotional issues, you're not going to be able to keep a man. But your biggest issue is not having a man. If you don't have a man, you are going to have issues. And at the same time, if you're a single mother and you don't have a man, now your child is going to have the same amount of problems because they're raised by a woman. And no person on this planet is good by being raised by a woman, because I love women, but they are not supposed to raise little people. Women were put on this earth to be helpmates to men. Adam was here first. You're not even built to raise or run anything. It's not what you're here for. You're here to help men. But if you're doing something by yourself, you are literally ruining your nature as a feminine woman. You're ruining other people, and you're out of order altogether. Go ahead, Emily. Emily, what you about to say?
I don't think a lot of women see or understand that. I think sometimes, either, let's say the average one gets 2 jobs or something like that, or even has one great career making great money. And they think that the money and the the area that they live in, they think that may be sufficient for raising that child. Even if they're not unhinged, a lot of them still don't realize that it's absolutely essential to have a good father, a good man, as the backbone in that home. Right.
And that backbone is like I raised my kids. I have 2 daughters, right? And my kids did not act up. My kids stayed in line their entire lives. They barely did anything. They did something, but it was a point with my kids where I was like, hey, I need y'all to do something bad because y'all ain't got no whooping in like 3 years.
Oops.
Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, why don't y'all do something bad or wrong? It was like a 3 to 5 year period where I was like, yo, I ain't whooped my kids in I don't know how long. Like, do they still fear me? Like, I need to give them a fatherly fear update. Like you update an iPhone or something. I'm like, my kids might turn around and start acting a fool or something. Like, but my kids were so well behaved and operated under my system so well where they never got whoopings no more because they were so good.
Right. That was I have 2 other sisters. There was 3 of us. It's the same thing, probably around the age about, I don't know, 7, 8, somewhere in that area. I mean, literally, my father or mother can give us a look and we knew immediately what that meant. We didn't have to be threatened with the belt or it was merely a look, but from ground up, meaning from when they're little up, that discipline was instilled. And it's funny you mentioned that because I remember my father looking at us one day. I think we were like all in the living room watching something. And he comes in and he looks at us and we're looking up at him like, what are you, like in our heads, we're thinking, did you do your chores? Did you do yours? We start, contemplating like, wait a minute or whatever. And he was just like, you know what, girls, let's go and get some ice cream. He was just like, because I think that was the epiphany. Later on, we had ended up asking. I think that was the epiphany that it's just like, you know what? I did such a good job. They don't cut out of line. They don't. It was that check in his head, like you said, kind of like, wait a minute. I actually kind of have good kids.
Yeah. And it just hits you like, yo, I got some really good kids. 1,000%.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, only one time my sister got the, I guess, nerve, as we used to say, got the nerve or the little inkling to ditch class with her friend. And this is like the worst thing that ever happened in our childhood, because we just weren't doing anything wrong. We were too scared. Yeah. And so I guess it was like senior ditch day or something like that. And she ends up ditching class and my aunt happened to be at the mall, so my aunt saw her, so of course she tries to hurry. They go back to school and stuff like that. My aunt never had told my mom or anything, but my sister immediately came home, tells my mom, oh my gosh, I ditched class, this and that or whatever.
Falling on a sword.
Right. She thought my aunt was going to tell, so she went ahead and squealed on herself and stuff.
But so that's what I'm saying. That is what a father instills in children, right? But if you did not have that, do you realize how dysfunctional you would be as an individual?
Oh, absolutely. Because like I said, I remember trying my mom when I was little. Yeah. And I remember my sisters at some point, we tried her. And even though she would try to correct us, I know we blew it off more than my father. We never tried him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And so when she had came home that day, she was begging my mom, please don't tell Dad, because she already knew she was going to completely get restricted. Back in the day, we used to have, remember when we used to have a phone line in our own rooms?
Hold on. Let me get to these super chats on YouTube real quick. So, so shout out to Thomas Coyer. He says, my chick says, if women want protection, they got to get a husband. That is a fact. And I understand that. But how does a woman get protection when she's in a dating world? So shout out to Kelly Mills. She says, fathers are priceless. I'm thankful to have had a great father. Yeah, it's just a beautiful thing. So just listening to your stories, it reminds me of my stories of, just raising my girls. And it was somewhat the same thing. You know, I'm gonna tell your daddy. And when my kids say there's something going on at school, my kids are getting picked on. My ex-wife will pick my kids up and they'll be sad or having an attitude, and she'll say, "What's wrong?" Well, this boy did this or somebody did that, and the first thing she'll say is, "You want daddy to get him?" And they literally had an option. It wasn't immediately, "I'm gonna call your dad." Nope. They'll make a choice. Do you want daddy to get them? Sometimes they'll say yes, and sometimes they'll say no. So giving them options gave them the ability to turn around and say, do I want daddy to come up here and act a fool? Nah, I can handle it. And it made it where they were able to handle their own issues, but they always had the option of me. You get what I'm saying? And that is another beautiful thing about having somebody in the background that will protect you. And that is why husbands are so needed. Fathers are so needed, because sometimes you ladies, y'all can handle your own business. Y'all can fix your own stuff. But in the background, you know, if it ever gets out of hand or if you ever get overwhelmed, your man or your dad or your whoever is going to come in and take care of it for you. And just having that level of safety in the background, it's like having homeowners insurance or something. Your house burned down, you're like, whoo, I got homeowners insurance, so I'm okay.
Right.
So having your husband or having a man is like having homeowners insurance. Your house is never going to burn down and you're never going to be homeless. But so many women who are single mothers, they are raised by single mothers or both, have no understanding of what this looks like. No understanding.
Right. There was somebody in the comments that mentioned that a woman must be beautiful in order to get protection from her boyfriend. And I just wanted to tell the lady that no, that is not true. You don't have to be beautiful in order to get protection. You just have to be sweet. We have to, you know, if you have a sweet nature, a calm nature to you, it's inherent. They're going to protect you, whether it's a boyfriend or if, you know, sometimes just even in public, if somebody sees something out of control, they step in like, whoa, hey, hang on, you know, but so I just wanted, you know, to make sure that, you know, she understood. No, it's not just beautiful women that get protection. Average day women like myself and even non-attractive women. If you're sweet and friendly, you will get that protection because a man understands that you're the weaker vessel and that he is not, and that he has the ability to either verbally, usually it's not something physically. Usually they can stop things by just their mere presence, but other times they may have to say a few words, but you will get that protection. It's not just beautiful women.
I agree. And just for the record, for any woman watching, if you are not beautiful, you have the ability to be attractive. So how is a woman attractive? By taking care of her body and going to the gym and eating better. So because we are more attracted to a woman's Coke bottle type figure before we're attracted to her face. So even if you're not beautiful, or you know, you don't have long hair or whatever, if you have a nice body, well, that is a part of being attractive. So you probably can't do anything about your face if you're not beautiful. You probably can't do a lot about your hair or something like that. You might, you know, have issues with your hair, but you can do something about your body by taking care of it better. Because think about this. If any of you ladies want a man to take care of you, well, it will behoove you to take care of you first. So if you can't take care of yourself because you're all out of shape and fat and you look crazy and you look like you don't take care of yourself, why would a man want to come in and take care of you, whether it's protecting you or coming in and taking care of you in financially? So I'm not saying if you are not attractive, you can't be protected. But like you said, part of taking care of yourself is how you carry yourself, how open you are to other perspectives. So there's different ways of taking care of yourself where you can be taken care of, you know?
Absolutely. And I think there's a lot of learning that women have to do, because a lot of us do come from single parent homes. A lot of us come from broken relationships where they're either traumatized or just hurt. And so I think a lot of emotional eating starts happening. And then before you know it, their weight has gotten out of control. And they kind of put men to the side where it's just like, one day, until it kind of hits them in the face where it's just like, oh no, I have to do something about this.
Right.
And it really is imperative that we put that fork down and start moving, because women do understand that men are visual.
Yeah.
And there's just no way around that.
And somebody says, you can't expect someone to love you if you don't love yourself. And I agree with that. So let's get back to the topic of how to ask or require protection from a man. How to ask or require protection from a man. So
I don't think you have to ask.
No. You have to require it. So it's not really about asking, it's about having a requirement. So as an example, you meet a man and y'all are on the phone. An easy question that I instruct the ladies in my coaching group to bring up is, hey, real quick, what is your system of protection? That's it. Just let them just figure it out. He might not understand the question or whatever, and just let him figure it out. What is your system of protection? So what this is going to do is, one, is going to let the man know, like, oh, wow, so this woman is a little different. She said the word system. Women don't talk, I just feel like women talk like little children. So for a woman to actually have an adult word come out her mouth, like, what is your system of protection? It will instantly cause the man to say, oh, damn. Okay, so you're not a dummy, right? Because a lot of women, they literally talk like little children. If you just listen to women talk, oh my God, they talk like 5-year-olds, right? So when you actually ask an actual contextual question that requires a contextual answer, what is your system of protection? You now are no longer a child or a dummy. He is like, oh, he instantly has a certain amount of respect for you because you're talking like an adult. What is your system of protection? Shit. And now he has to think. So now you cause a man to actually start thinking about, damn, what is my system of protection? And regardless of what his answer is, he now knows that it's a requirement, because if it wasn't a requirement, you wouldn't be asking it. Does that make sense? You wouldn't be asking.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I learned something new all the time off of TikTok University, because whether it's because I'm a woman or not, I don't know. I mean, I would never have thought to ask that question. I've usually gone off of behavior. So when you're in situations
differently, and the problem with, women have to require things. You can't just be waiting on something to drop out of the sky. It's like praying to God and just sitting on the corner waiting for it to happen. Hold on. So you have to have requirements. You have to have requirements and standards. Like with me, I require a woman to work out. If you don't work out, we ain't gonna be together. We play around for a little while, but you got to get out of my face, because you don't fit my life. Another requirement is you got to wear your natural hair. Another requirement is, like, you can't be eating all this bullshit. If you just run around, you're this foodie person and you got to eat. I don't want you either. So, and then of course, being feminine is just natural. So those are my requirements. But a woman doesn't usually have standards. That's the reason why most women have babies by losers, because they don't have standards or requirements. So I let women know, don't sit around waiting on a man to be something that you want him to be. You got to say something. Because I say something. Because I'm telling you straight up, I literally asked a woman straight in the face, do you have soda in your refrigerator?
No. Yuck.
Because if you have soda in your refrigerator, I don't want you. you know, you're not
Right.
you're not up to my standards. So go away. You know?
Right. So and what I meant by observing is usually you can find out virtually quickly if somebody's working out or if they are protective and stuff like that. Those aren't things that take very long to.
How much time do you have to waste? You can find out.
No, what I'm saying is,
right.
You could either find out on the phone, or if you happen to meet somebody in person, and you go on a couple of dates, you can find out, is he opening the door? Is he standing at, when you're walking, is he standing on the outside? Certain things you can see, and that's all within the first week of dating.
Yeah. But
if
what
he's
you don't
working
understand, Emily, is people want what they want, especially women. Okay. People want what they want. And usually we just want to have sex with a woman. So we are looking to have sex with her. A woman usually have more of a long-term want or goal to her want. So if she likes the guy because he's this, because he's that, he has a nice car, he's whatever, he's handsome or whatever. And being around him, he smells good. Guess what? She's going to ignore virtually everything that she has standards for. She's going to ignore all her requirements. You got to get all this stuff out on the phone before you smell his cologne. Before you get it in front of them.
Before you smell the cologne. You're right.
So you got to have certain questions, not interview questions, just conversational questions. And that's the reason why I came out with my card game, actually. It makes it where a woman can ask these tough questions without feeling, strange or awkward. I got a whole card game called Deeper Discussions that help women do this, because that's what I'm here to do.
You know what I think happens, and it might be silly, but I don't think women are actually afraid to ask those type of questions. I think what they're afraid of is the man's reaction to those type of questions.
That means they're afraid to ask the question.
Right. What? At the end of the day, yes.
Think about what you just said. That means they're afraid
right.
To ask
That's what I'm saying. It may not make sense, and I'm totally fine with that.
But they are afraid to ask the questions.
Right. They're afraid due to the reaction, and I think that's why they don't.
But
versus
what does that mean? That means she does not have standards. See,
correct.
I don't care what a woman says, does. I don't care who she is. You can kiss my ass. I don't care. I don't care how big your butt is, how fine you are, how much you want to have sex with me, how compliant you are. If you aren't what I want or need, you kiss my ass. I don't care what you think. So I'm going to say, we're going to do this or we're going to do that. I'm open. I'm not this demanding person or whatever. But if you are not up to the standards that I need, keyword standards, all right, I don't care what you think. I want you to leave me alone. So women don't have that level of standards and requirements because women don't have standards at all. Women don't have standards. All they want to do is babble and complain about shit, but they don't see. Women are quick to complain about something, but they're never going to stand up for themselves and get what they want or ask for what they want or require what they want. All they want to do is complain about things that they don't have, but they don't never ask for what they want. That's the actual problem. So it's imperative for a woman to say, hey, I just want to ask you a question. What is your system of protection? This is another question. How do you protect a woman? How do you protect a woman that you're close to in your life or in your past? Just before me, not me, but before me. Tell me a story about how you protected a woman. Like I said, I can tell different stories about how I protect a woman. I just played a video of a friend of mine being protected by me on a normal basis, and she misses my protection because I wasn't around that day. But at the end of the day, it's when a woman says she hasn't felt protection, that means she hasn't required protection.
Right. Either she hasn't required it or there's something she's doing that is like I said, either running off at the mouth or overly masculine behavior that's pushing that protection away, where a guy may be like, you know what, she's got it. Let me just kind of walk away and not deal with that.
Right. So at the end of the day, she's not requiring it. So it's up to women. So when I hear women saying they're not protected, that means, let's go back to this video real quick. Think about
when I think of a masculine
she's a big lawyer and she makes all this money, but she still has no standards. Listen to this.
Posture and what I would expect a man to do in my life. Two things.
Here's the word: expect, not require. It's a difference.
Come top of mind, and they are provide and they are protect. When my lived experience, and I think I'm still relatively young, I guess, but I'm 40 in September. So, you know, I've had some relationships, and I've yet to find a man who has shown up, and this includes even my father, who was absent. I've yet to have a male energy that provided or protected me.
See, that means she doesn't have standards. Black women don't have standards. Y'all just are out here. This woman is 40 years old or 39 years old. Never had a man protect her. You don't think that woman doesn't have any standards? You don't think that woman doesn't have any requirements? Like, it's crazy. But this is what happens out here in this world. So, yes, men are a little bitchified or a little effeminate. A lot of black men are losers. Yes. But you can make a choice not to have sex or go out, you know, get in a relationship with said losers. But black women love being with losers. But there's a reason why. Do you know why, Emily? And if anybody else wants to come up on TikTok or Instagram, on YouTube, let me know. But Emily, do you know why most of these men that are around women are losers?
They're probably losers because they, like you said, the whole single the single parent household. I don't know why a lot of women accept losers. I've seen that over and over. That's why I was listening completely uninterrupted, because I have seen it where it's just like, it's a loser after loser we choose and have babies by. I mean, I'm 46. I don't have children. I didn't want to have children. I'm afraid to be a mom because of the worry and responsibility. So I can't speak in regards to mothers, but I don't understand why we don't have a certain level of standards and requirements. You know, I mean, I always have, so I don't run into a lot of the problems that I see women having, but I do see it out here.
I got an answer.
Okay.
2 words: instant gratification. Black women have an addiction to instant gratification. So you got 2 types of dudes, right? You have a loser. He looks great, smells good or whatever. Then you have this guy like me who looks great or whatever. Same thing, right? Smells good, right? Well, I am going to require you to get your ass in the gym. I am going to require you to take the damn soda out of your refrigerator. You can't drink soda. You can't have soda in your house being with me, right? So I'm requiring all this stuff from you. So now I'm making your life inconvenient because you want to be stupid and lazy and act like a child and eat like a child, right? So you're not getting the instant gratification. I'm not like, oh my God, you're so amazing. I love you. No, I'm like, okay, are you going to do what I need you to do, or do I need to leave? No instant gratification. I'm not rubbing on your butt. I'm not all in your face, text you good morning, Texas. No, because I need something from you because I have standards, right? But Pookie, who looks as good as me or whatever, he just is broke. He doesn't have standards, and the woman doesn't have standards. So that means Pookie is going to give you all the attention in the world. He's going to give you all the sex in the world, all the time in the world, all whatever it is that you want. He's going to be rubbed on your booty. He's going to be talking to you all on the phone and shit, and he's not going to have any requirements. So you could be fat and out of shape, you could be dumb, you could be dysfunctional, you could be irate, you could be emotionally unavailable. No matter what it is you're doing that is dysfunctional, he's going to accept it. So that is pure instant gratification. So being with Pookie is like eating ice cream and fried chicken all the time. It feeds your stupid soul, the stupid side of you. It feeds the stupid, emotional, dumb side of you. Now with me though, I feed the responsible, disciplined side of you. You don't want to deal with that. So Pookie is like smoking weeds, crack, or drinking syrup and all this dumb shit. Pookie is like a woman's drug. So while dude sits around smoking weed like a loser, the woman is with a Pookie like a loser. So she's with a loser like a loser. Next thing you know, she has a baby with him. This is what usually happens. Why? Because women, one, have an addiction to instant gratification. You're not going to get instant gratification with me. I'm not going to be running up your ass. I'm not going to be blowing smoke up your ass. And I'm not going to be all in your face because I got shit to do. And I need you to have shit to do. But Pookie, he don't have shit to do. And he's not going to require you to do anything. Because Pookie needs you to sit around and be fat and be out of shape and be stupid so you won't leave him. So I don't care if you leave me. I'm just going to get somebody else. I don't care. So do you see the difference and the conundrum that women put themselves in?
Yes, and the last thing I'm going to say before I drop down is all of this starts in the home. No discipline, like you said, eating like kids, all of that starts in the home. If there's no, like I said, I grew up with a stay-at-home mom. We had fresh meals every day, cooked, the discipline got instilled young. Yeah. So as an adult, there's no McDonald's and all that weird stuff going on. It's fresh food cooked every day. And so it all starts in the home. That's my point.
I totally agree.
But thank you so much for allowing me in your live.
No problem.
It wasn't as bad as I thought. I was a little nervous at first. Okay, have a good day.
All right, have a good one. So, DJ, what's your name?
My name is DJ Fuad. Connecting to you from Ghana, Accra.
That's what's up. All right, hold on one second, DJ Fuad. So, shout out to Thomas. Hold on, Kyler. Okay, sorry about that. Thank you, brother. Sorry about that. So, shout out to Thomas Kyler. He said, this is why vetting a woman that's teachable is important, explaining the value of protection. It's important for her to already know the value of protection. I was doing a show yesterday on YouTube, and I was telling women that I'm not going to take you seriously if you don't have a daddy. And it was women all angry. What do you mean? What does a woman can be a great woman? Well, I don't care. Well, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. If you ain't got no daddy, I'm not gonna take you seriously. Like I told you, I get up in the cheeks and we clap cheeks a little bit. We do a little this and a little that. I take you down, but I'm gonna leave you alone after that because you ain't got no daddy. What am I gonna do with you? You ain't got no daddy. You ain't got no home training. Because a woman with no daddy is literally like a woman with no home training. It's like a child. A woman with no daddy is like a child with no home training. Like you've been raised by a woman. I don't want to be with you. Are you crazy? The hell I'm gonna do with a woman being raised by a dysfunctional ass woman? Because women alone are dysfunctional, even when they have dads. Because women are rebellious and they want to do what they want to do, and they get around other women and they start wanting to do they assimilate with other women or whatever. So the majority of y'all are to a certain degree dysfunctional, and I can say we have dysfunctional also. So, but if you did not have a dad, you're not going to understand how it feels to be checked by a male. I'll say that again. Because women who have dads are not perfect. Women who have dads still have their issues, but they know how to be checked by a man without falling on the floor like a child. That's the difference. Because there's going to be a time like, whoa, chill, calm down. Hey, what you doing? Hey, why are we doing that? Hey, we finna go over here and not over here. No, stop. And if you're not used to a man, you want to be like, oh, he's controlling. Oh, he's a narcissist. Oh, what is this other stupid shit y'all be saying, y'all? Ladies, what's this other dumb shit y'all be saying? What's this other?
He's intimidated by my success. He's intimidated by my success.
He's intimidated by me. Exactly, brother. He's intimidated by me, or he's a misogynist. You know all this stupid shit y'all love to say, ladies. So you're gonna start barking out all these idiotic words simply because you don't have a daddy. So if you don't have a daddy, I'm automatically a misogynist because your ass ain't got no daddy. I ain't dealing with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So the only women, for anybody out there, when you hear women say men are controlling, men are misogynistic, and men are intimidated by me, these are women who don't have fathers. This is the stupid shit that their dumb mothers taught them. It's defense mechanisms. But go ahead, DJ Fraud. What are your thoughts?
Okay. Thank you for giving me the opportunity here.
No problem.
I host a program here in Ghana called the Men's Voice Podcast. And recently somebody sent me a clip by a famous female journalist in Ghana who introduced Ghanaians to feminism in Ghana. If you mention feminism, her name is equal to feminism in Ghana here. And she went on a radio program and said that all men are afraid, intimidated, scared by successful women. Mm-hmm. So I had to respond to that. And for about 4 years, I've been following people like you and other men in the manosphere in the US. Mm-hmm. And anytime as a broadcast journalist, I wanted to start a program to let men know the female nature, I'm like, oh, what is going on in the US is a problem for the West. So you are in Ghana, you are in Africa, you are safe. Mm-hmm. Then one day last year, I said, let me do interview around the girls closer to me and find out their mindset. And my brother, I was blown out. Most of our young girls, especially those that have tasted high school and university graduate, are infected with the virus called feminism in Africa. The only difference that is not making them practice it like the women in the States are doing is that they don't have an incentive of the government. And some of our laws in Ghana, in Africa, do not allow them to misbehave. Yeah. For example, I watched some of your programs in a state where a woman can cheat on a man and give the man a paternity fraud. And when the result come out that the child was not the man, the court doesn't do anything. There's no any shame, punishment for the woman. Yeah. But over here, the laws are not like that, even though they are pushing to make the laws make it so that they can do anything and have their way. But all that I want to say is that what I find out is that these women are allergic to accountability and truth. And they don't like solutions, especially when the solution involves them putting in a work to make sure that you said there's a problem. Let's solve it. This is your part. You have to play for us to solve the problem. Right. Majority of women don't want to do that. Right. And and lastly, what I want to talk about is that these days, a lot of men are also walking about on this earth, especially in countries that have influence of Western civilization, with female programming. So let me say, if a man...
I just want to stop you right there. I totally agree, because most men were raised by women. So the female programming is by their own mothers. You know, what's up, friend? And that's really it. That's the actual problem. And this is the reason why I go so hard on ending the single mother epidemic, because the single mother epidemic is a specifically systemic reason why so many men are stupid, losers, and mama's boys, and have no sense and have no wherewithal and they can't protect women. Because if more men protected women and made women feel protected and was able to tell women to sit their asses down, women wouldn't be all out of control. Black women are out of control. Why? Because the black men are out of control. Nobody, just like everybody who comes up here, they be like, oh, I know I'm going to get beat up in the comments. Who cares? Too many people care about what some goofy ass women are about to say. They ain't even said it yet. You still heard. You're already scared. You know, it's just dumb. Yeah. So our society is so afraid of black women where everybody runs around kissing black women's asses. I did a video about Steve Harvey yesterday. All you want to do is run women are the cat's meow. Sound like an idiot, you know? And I'm like, our people, men and women, are so afraid of black women. And I'm like, why? I just don't understand. It's just the dumbest thing.
Because the programming is wrong and it came from them.
But why are we afraid of them? Why?
You understand?
Because why are men and women afraid of black women? The shit is stupid.
Exactly.
But why?
And
why?
Because the person gave you of your programming. So they told you how to see women, how to relate with women, how to see the world. And recently here in Ghana, a police officer.
Mothers, therefore, we're afraid of all black women like that.
A police officer deleted the girlfriend for cheating on him in Ghana here on the 20th of last month. Okay. And I was saying that no matter what the woman did in the cheating, the man was a loser. He was weak. He couldn't control his emotions. And a lot of men have grown up feeling like women, thinking like women, and when there's a harsh situation, they don't know how to solve it. They just jump into their emotions, forgetting that the nature gave men the power to cause harm, not to harm women or any other person, but defend ourselves and defend our family. But a lot of men today, when they are faced with harsh realities, the next thing they jump to is their emotions. It's because they picked it all from their mothers.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's teach people how to protect women, because we have stations about why, who, what, when, and where, and all this other stuff. So now let's help people learn how to protect women. So what is your example first of how you protect women in your world or your life?
Okay, so for me, I think that as a man, you need to get to a standard where you have all your acts together. For example, your finances, your status, so that when you are meeting a woman, you are not scared to tell them what you really like. For example, as an African, as a Ghanaian, it is not a taboo for me to marry more than one woman. It's a choice. You have the choice. But a lot of men these days are afraid to tell women that for me, I cannot be satisfied with one woman. They lie to them, they go into a relationship, and later on, when their finances are up, they show their polygamous nature, and then the woman goes surprised. So it starts with a man getting, I'm just using polygamy as an example, but it starts with a man having your finances together, your status together. But these are the two things that makes men keep quiet in front of a lot of women. Money don't change. Money don't change people. It reveals our real character.
Okay, so let me say this. Let me say this. Just for the record, for any woman that is watching or listening, and it's just like, all right, man, what do I do? Well, I have a card game that will not only help you understand or have these tough conversations with men, it will also be fun to play with a man, you know? So this game is not just for women, it's for men too, because some of these women are nuts. And you, as a man, because I already said a lot of men are afraid of black women. So you might have certain things that you want to bring up to the woman, ask her some questions, but you don't know how to ask her the questions. So my card game is called Deeper Discussions. And hold on, I got a video I want to play to YouTube. So give me 1 second.
MrLetGo, shout out to you for this cool card. I had to go ahead and support MrLetGo. Shout out to you for this cool card game. You guys, the questions on here are actually really dope. Like, they're really good questions for couples, new relationship, old relationship. Like, these are actually really good questions on these cards. I'm gonna kind of try with one hand to show you an example of a question. Let's see. First question would be, what are your 5 absolute deal breakers in choosing a potential marriage partner? Like, these are the questions that are on these cards, y'all, and they're very, very entertaining, I promise.
What if I told you that playing a simple, fun card game will help you vet the person you're dating better? We all know that it's pee in a dating pool, right? But what do you do about this? Over 80 intriguing questions that will help you vet your mate better or the person you're dating better. You're going to have so much of a better understanding of not only the other person, but yourself. You know why? Because you now have a fun excuse to have deeper discussions. So either click the link below or click the link in my bio to buy your Deeper Discussions card game.
I had to go ahead.
Okay, so back to the show. I like to share solutions and not just talk mess about black people or whatever and share discussions. So if anybody watching, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, on YouTube, the link I just dropped in the chat to buy my card game. And this is your way of contributing to the channel also. And 2 is linked at the top of the chat. And 3, it is also linked in the description and pinned at the top of the comment section. On Instagram or TikTok, my bio has the link to buy my card game in the bio, whether you're on TikTok or Instagram, to buy my card game. I would suggest anybody who is having an issue with a man or a woman in the dating world and you think there is pee in the dating pool to buy my card game, because it is a great icebreaker or a good conversation to have with somebody that you're just getting to know. So I'm going to share a lesson that I was taught when I was a child, actually by my mom, because my mom told me when she was young, she was like the home girl, right? She was always around men. She had big brothers and, my uncles and stuff. And she said they always taught her things, involving how men operate. So my mom, because of this, because of her interactions with men growing up, she was able to teach me some things. So one, a man, for those who don't know, a man always walks on the outside of a woman at all times. Even when you're in the mall, you still walk on the outside of the woman. Even when you're in the mall, you always walk on the outside of a woman. You're in a parking lot, you walk on the outside of a woman. If y'all make a left, right, and you're walking down the other side of the parking lot, that means you're now on the inside. I mean, yeah. So think about it. You're walking on the outside of a woman, walking in a parking lot, right? But say the interest is over here and not over here. Now you make a left. When you make a left, now you're on the inside of the woman. You got to slow down and back up and walk on the out. You got to change positions. You have to change positions with a woman. And if you're not out doing stuff and you're not changing positions with a woman, it's certain times that you're going to be walking on the inside of a woman. And she's going to be like, damn, why is this nigga walking on the inside of me? So no matter where you're walking, you have to make sure you're always walking on the outside of a woman. That's the first thing. The second thing is, when you are walking into a restaurant, you as a man, you always sit facing the door. You always sit facing the door. Now, when you are in a hotel room, you sleep in the direction where if somebody was to come into the room, you jump up, you'll be facing the person that just walked into the room. So when you walk, because hotel rooms are different. The bed could be over here, the bed could be over there. If you are in a hotel room, you have to position yourself where you are asleep and you wake up. And if you jump up, you'll be facing the door. All right. So you do not sleep with your back to the door, because you might think, well, I'm closer to the door. It's not about being closer to the door. It's about having your face towards the door. All right. When you're in the bed with your lady, in your own bed, you sleep facing the door, not with your back to the door. Next, when you're walking upstairs, does the man walk in front of the woman, or the man walks ahead of the woman when you're walking upstairs? What do you think?
The man must lead.
Meaning what? Meaning what?
If there's any harm coming, the man can see it first.
No.
And go ahead to rescue.
No.
Okay.
The way a man leads is by walking behind a woman. Women are usually shorter than men. So you can look past a woman. You walk behind. You do not walk ahead of a woman. There's only one time that you ever walk in front of a woman. Do you know what is the only time a man ever walks in front of a woman? Chat, what do y'all think? What is
when there's danger? Identify danger.
No.
When the danger is already identified, you know that it's a danger zone.
No.
Okay.
When is the only time you walk in front of a woman? I'm waiting. I want to see if the chat going to say something. There we go. She is so well said it. A woman, when you're going downstairs. When you're going downstairs is the only time that you walk ahead of a woman. Do you know why you don't walk? Why you do walk in front of a woman while you're going downstairs? Think about it.
No.
Okay. And it's okay not to know. It's okay not to know. The answer is, so women usually wear high heels. So when she's walking downstairs, gravity will push her forward if she trips. And if you're walking in front of her, she'll land on your back. But if you're walking behind her and she's walking down the steps, she's going to tumble down the steps and end up on the ground and look up at you like you're an idiot. She's going to hate you when she gets up. Hate you. You might as well take her home. You ain't get no ass. She ain't going to enjoy the movie. You might as well take her home. It's over. The relationship is over. The dating is over. It's over. If your woman falls and you're not in a position to catch her, no matter what, you're trash. I'll say that again. If your woman falls and you're not in any position to catch her, you're trash. I don't care what happens. If she falls, you can't catch her, you're trash. People, period. That's it.
Gee.
Because that's your job. That is your job. Wow. Your job is to protect the woman that you're with. And it's not from a robber or a killer no, it's from gravity. Your job as a man is to protect your woman from gravity. Women wear high heels. Women can trip. Women can fall. So if I trip and fall, do you know that men know how to fall? Do you know that? DJ?
Men know how to fall.
Yeah.
Did you say men know how to fall?
Yes. You don't know how to fall?
Wow. I'm here to learn too, so go ahead.
You don't know how to fall? Okay. It's okay. It's okay. As young boys, we jump off of stuff. Therefore, we innately know how to land where we don't get hurt. So I can only say, like, if I can jump off this banister and I know how to fall without hurting myself. I can jump off a 2-story building and fall without hurting myself. But women don't know how to fall.
Okay.
Well, as a man, because one thing I don't know how to do is swim. I need to learn how to swim. But a man needs to know how to fall correctly, climb a fence correctly, and swim. And of course, shoot a gun. But I don't know how to swim, so I gotta learn how to swim. But other than that, those are the 3 things that every man has to know how to do. Instead of playing basketball, some shit like that. No, you know how to climb a fence quickly, know how to fall from a 2-story building without hurting yourself, and know how to swim. So when you fall as a man, because I'm not going to say this to a woman because I don't want a woman doing this. When you fall as a man, you roll forward. That is how you fall. And I'm not saying you trip and fall, but if you jump off of, off of something, you land by rolling forward. So
okay.
So yeah. So altogether, that is how you protect a woman. If a woman falls and you don't catch her, or you're not in position to catch her, you're trash. But at the same time, if you're a woman and if you have soda in the refrigerator, you're trash.
That makes sense.
Why can't you swim? Because I don't know how to swim. Okay, I never tried. I hate water. Okay, I don't like water. But I'm going to learn how to swim because I have to be in a position where I can protect a woman. Because that's why I don't go around water with women. I went. Me and this woman went jet skiing. I hated my whole life. I just want to go home. Because if something was to happen, she'll be saving me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing out here. I just want to go home. Because I would be the one that needs saving. I don't want no woman to be protecting me. No. So I'm never going to go around water with a woman. We can stand somewhere, but I'm not getting no damn water because I can't protect you.
You are selecting your fights very well.
Yes. That's why I don't like Florida. People are like, what about Florida? Nope. I don't like Florida. There's water. I don't go to Florida. You're barely ever going to see me in Florida, ever. I don't do Florida. Florida be flooding and shit. It'd be a flood. I'm fucked because I can't swim. I'm not going through all that. I'm not. So yeah. So that's my Achilles heel. Fran says, but you're a Pisces. Look, I don't mess with water. But do you have any recommendations on how to protect a woman? Just in your opinion?
Well,
come on, man.
I think that
simple instructions. Do this. Not conversational. Give me some rules on how to protect a woman.
Okay, so one of my principle is that as a man, we are solution oriented. Therefore, there are some protection that you can put in place before actual actions happen. For example, if you're going out with your girlfriend in a public space, and you know that when you go out there, she dressed a certain way, she can be picked up or picked on or hit on by some stupid guy. You protect her by telling her that, sweetheart, this is too maybe exposing. So if you can wear this instead, and if you're able to do that, you mitigate the risk of she going to be in a situation with some useless guy for you, the man, to use your strength to fight to protect her over there.
So let me give you a small example that happened with me. And YouTube, I need y'all to support the channel. Y'all have not been supporting the channel. So either Cash App, which is Aaron 1000, drop a super chat, because y'all were super chatting, y'all don't stop. Or 3, buy my card game, which is the easiest thing to do, which is linked at the top of this chat. So either drop a super chat, drop a cash app, or buy my card game that is linked in the chat at the top. Do one of the 3 now. Friend, thank you for the $10 super sticker. I appreciate you. But I need you all to do this right now, or I stay my ass on TikTok and cut y'all off and keep talking to the folks on TikTok. So I say it again. I need y'all to support the channel via Cash App, Aaron1000, Super Chat, or either buy my card game, which is linked at the top of the chat. Now, I need y'all to do that now. So another thing that is protective that happened with me, I cut this woman off immediately. Me and this woman was walking, and it was like, you know, a nice little strip of restaurants and stuff, right? So we were walking, headed to the car, and we're going to the elevator, and we are like on a 3rd floor. And we're walking to the elevator, and there is something going on to our left, right? And it was like screaming, all kinds of stuff, right? So I grabbed her on and was like, come on, because the elevator didn't come. She was like, what? Come on. She's like, no, I want to get on the elevator. I don't care what you want to do. Come on. And she's like, I don't want to go up the steps. I said, we're going up the steps. She said, no, we're not. I said, all right, cool. Dropped the ass off, didn't call her ever again. Done. I don't play that shit. You shut up and do what I asked you to do. We're not doing this shit. Never called a woman ever again. Dropped the ass off. I'm out. Didn't even talk to her when we got back, because there's nothing else to talk about. It's a wrap. It's nothing else to talk about. Done. Get out of here. Period. I don't play that shit. When I say we going here, we're going here. I don't give a damn what you think, because nobody cares what you think. And ladies, just so y'all, maybe y'all didn't know, nobody gives a shit about what y'all think. Nobody cares. You do what the man tells you to do, or you get the hell out of this man's presence. Period.
But MrLetGo, that's where they say you are controlling, you are insecure.
I don't care. I don't care. Nobody cares. Okay, you got to understand. Didn't I just say nobody cares what women think? Didn't I just say that?
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about what a woman thinks. Who gives a shit? You gonna shut up, sit down, or I'll take your ass back home or call you Uber and you get the hell out of my presence. Period. And any man,
because I think when it comes to when it comes to protection security, we have to deal with it like the military people do. That when the commander says that we are leaning down, you lay down or you get your head cut off by some straight bullets.
Right. I agree. That's how it works. That's how it works. All right. Thank you, John O'Neill, for buying a card game. All right. Thank you, Fran, for the super sticker. What about the rest of y'all? So we're just going to say this. It's 3:05. You got 10 minutes to contribute to the channel. So by 3:15, y'all don't want to contribute to the channel, I'll just go about my business. So either Cash App, Super Chat, or buy yourself the card game. One of the 3. You can buy the card game. The link to buy the card game is in the chat. Y'all got 10 minutes. I need at least 6 people to either buy the card game, drop a super chat, or drop a Cash App. Support the channel. I ain't gonna be on all day with y'all asses. Y'all ain't doing nothing. So, like I said, thank you, Fran, and thank you, John O'Neill. I appreciate y'all. But like I said, buy the card game. The card, I'm giving y'all something to buy so y'all can contribute to the damn channel. Buy the card game. It's really simple. Or I'm out of here. Because that's the thing that men and women have to learn how to do. Women have to have a certain amount of standards and requirements for their life. And if the man does not want to live up to their standards and requirements, you disappear. And same thing with a man. A man, if you have a level of protection, if you have a level of standards and requirements, and if that woman does not want to adhere to that, you get her ass out of here. Period. Thank you, Cookie. So she'd rather get shot than take some stairs. Exactly, Cookie. And that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. This goofball rather get shot because there was all kinds of commotion. I'm just simply trying to get her home without anything happening. She's putting me in danger because guess what? I can't leave her standing at the elevator. I gotta wait at the elevator like her. So we both looking stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Let's Go.
Go ahead.
Can we look at why some men too can walk away from such situations? Because a lot of men also have they lack abandoned mindsets. They think that they've got this woman, and if they let go, it will be difficult to get another one.
Yeah, and it goes back to what you originally said. When a man got his money right, he has his life together, he can get another woman. You know, Gucci Mane said women are like buses. Is always another one coming in the next 5 minutes. So get her ass out of here and catch another woman. Period. But like you said, because you said it, brother, men don't have a lot of self-worth because they love talking about women don't have self-worth. These dudes don't have self-worth. They're going to be around this woman and she's going to turn around and get the man killed. I wanted to leave her ass right there, but I couldn't. And I was fuming every second I stood at that elevator with this dumbass woman because I could not leave her side because she was my responsibility. I was like, I got this idiot out here with me. Let me get this damn woman out of here so I can take her ass home because she's going to get both of us killed. I was so pissed off standing at the elevator. I couldn't leave her. I could not leave her side. Yep, miss one next 15 next 15 seconds, next 15 minutes, another woman's coming, especially in Atlanta. Well, I don't really care about these women in Atlanta because they freaking crazy. But all together, I'm just saying. And some men, you know, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know because the typical woman is annoying already. So I'm not just all trying to be all up under the wrong woman. I'm not trying to be all on the phone with the wrong woman. So I don't care how a woman looks or whatever. If you're the wrong woman, I don't want to be around you anyway. But you know, that's just me. Because I'm gonna get annoyed. You're gonna listen to me or follow my lead, you know. But if you ain't got no sense, you ain't got no daddy, you ain't got no standards, what I'm with you for? You know? This just me. And thank you, Jerron Fields. Thank you for buying a card game. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. It's 3:09. Y'all got 6 more minutes. Contribute to the channel because I got a lot more videos to play. But if y'all don't want to contribute to the channel, it's whatever. So we need 5 more somethings, whether it's cash apps, super chats, or buy my card game, which is in the link, which is the link that is pinned at the top. So let me go back to this because some of y'all didn't see this. We're gonna play these videos.
This building. Aaron Mallory is in the building. I missed you the other night, and I'm going to tell you why. Can I tell him why really quickly? So I was leaving an event in the dark, and nobody walked me to my car. And I said, if Aaron were here, you would definitely have made sure I got to my car. I was in a room full of men. David wasn't here. He was somewhere else. He didn't know I was leaving. I was in a room full of men leaving here around 10 o'clock at night, maybe. Not one person walked me to my vehicle. Before they be like, oh, she thinks somebody's supposed to walk her to her car. It's not that. It's just that Aaron is so over the top with protecting Black women, women, period, that it was a void. Like, this was my first time ever leaving a major event here and had nobody to walk me to my car.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Shout out to Wall Street Trapper too, because he does the same thing. But Aaron, you are the man.
And this is an interesting video right here, y'all. Listen to this.
people aren't realizing this, that girls really run the world. I don't understand why people aren't realizing this, that we make this shit spin. Without us, it is nothing.
So this right here is the problem with our women. They're so stupid and dysfunctional, and they actually think the world revolves around them. It's difficult for us to protect a woman that has this dysfunctional ass mindset and a stupid looking ass wig on and an orange ass face because she got so much damn makeup on.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, no, we don't know what you're saying.
And you know, the niggas lately, like, I always be asking my friends, like, do y'all feel like the value of women to guys have went down, or guys just don't, you know, respect us, appreciate us how they used to back in the 80s and the 90s? You know, like, women control the, like, literally, you know, because I could say this now, but I only say that because of status. Like, we making hella money just like these niggas. But as far as a man,
do y'all hear how, like, even articulating her point is taking her like 3 hours to just, what the hell are you talking about, lady?
Literally worshiping the ground a woman walk on is kind of rare these days. We running out of that.
Who the hell want to worship the ground y'all walk on, and y'all won't even accept the man protecting y'all asses? And y'all look like the way like you look. You look like a damn mannequin in a damn mall.
And it's kind of scary in society today. And I don't know, I was talking about this, but it's just conversations I be having with my friends. But guys don't appreciate us and respect us how they used to do our aunties and grandmas and them back in the day.
Because our aunties and grandmas knew how to shut the hell up. And they weren't wearing these stupid looking ass wigs. And didn't have orange faces.
I don't know what it is. This might be just something I talk about on maybe the first topic I talk about on my podcast. Because
I was going to see those stupid podcasts.
I don't know. It's just a little weird these days. It's like we got to fight for a spot in these niggas' lives. Or they want to put, I don't know. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to save this for my podcast because I know I got a podcast coming out here. We all about to be acting normal.
Lady, nobody cares.
It's real.
All right, forget it. Just babbling. I had to stop it because she just kept babbling. But this is what I'm saying. So who the hell is stupid enough to protect that? Who is stupid enough to protect that? Why should we protect something so strong and independent? Exactly, 7 Reload. Right. Ain't nobody protecting that bullshit. Face looking like
Mr. LetGo.
Go ahead, brother.
It is even worse in your country, in where you are in the US, where this Me Too, you don't know where you are at the wrong side of thinking right, or you're on the wrong side. It even make it even murkier to try to save a woman in your land. Over here, the rules, like those laws are not like that. If you do that, the society will give it to you. But over there in the States, even to know that a woman is falling, I'm going to hold her to stand up. You don't know whether you end up in a court the next day or not. And that makes it even more difficult.
What? What's happening? I'm confused. What?
So what I'm saying is that in the state where you are, it is even more difficult to protect such women, where if you go to protect someone, I've seen videos where a woman is at the gym. She's hurting, but men ignore her because...
No. You protect your woman that you're with.
Okay, I get you.
We're just talking about women
I get you now.
With. Yeah, we're not talking about random women.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
That's all I'm saying. All right, so it is 3:15, and we did not get to the allotted amount of people contributing. So I appreciate the people who have contributed, and I'll talk to y'all later.